How's it going?
Good, how are you, man?
Good.
I'll give you a bump.
Thanks.
Yeah, I ended up posting the other video,
Oh, yeah?
and that was like an hour long, but it's got 4 views right now.
Sweet. When did you post it?
Yesterday.
Okay.
Changing up platforms.
This is my favorite platform.
Oh, what is special about it?
Well, this one is just shitty. It's like a 1/4 inch high on the right side. It's okay, it's not a big deal.
Oh, I got one leg up.
You lifting today?
Yeah, I will.
What are you gonna do?
I had push today.
You had what?
Push, like
Okay,
chest
cool.
and stuff.
Nice. Anything fun you're working up to, or?
We'll see. I still feel like I'm recovering from my my food poisoning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
That
dropped
sucks.
like 4 pounds.
Wow.
Because I like did not eat that one day, and
Yeah.
then like the next day, very little, had like soup and shit and crackers, and that's
Yeah.
not gonna get you very far.
Your weight is still down?
Yeah, it's still down pretty significantly. What about you? Your traditional Saturday?
Traditional Saturday. Yep, just trying to not do anything crazy on cleans. I'm really just trying to maintain them
Yeah,
at the moment. So I maintain some amount of athleticism, I guess.
nice.
So not that cleans are a good deadlift substitute, but it's at least something that's kind of deadlifty.
Right.
I think it's better than just doing light deadlifts. Like if you can clean instead of doing light deadlifts, then
Yeah,
that's probably
might
my
as well.
preference. How'd your girlfriend like the gym?
She loves it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I think she was a little bit like, felt like it was this black box that she couldn't touch for a while,
Yeah,
and because she like couldn't afford a membership or anything.
yeah,
And so I was like, hey, I'll get you a membership. She's like, okay. And then yeah, so she wasn't sure how she was gonna like it because it was kind of like, you know, darker and
Yeah.
more grungier. And she's like, it feels very like kind of homey.
yeah,
is, like,
for
the
sure.
word.
That's a very common story with this gym. Like people are intimidated by it at first, but after like 1 week, they're like, yeah, this is way more homey than like a big box gym. Less people,
Yeah.
just like making noise and being strangers and whatever. Yeah,
people in your way, taking up machines, stealing your shit. You have
Yeah.
to watch your backpack, like.
yeah. Cool.
Yeah. It's a unique environment, and she seemed to like it. So.
Good.
Also, it's easier for us to like communicate at the gym.
Yeah,
Here at the Y, we would like go, but like we'd be separated by here. Like you can have a clear line of sight, walk
True.
over to each other in between sets, not worry about your machine getting stolen.
yeah. How big is the weight room at the Y? I've been there like 10 years ago.
Oh, dude, I was actually thinking we should do a video. Guys, let me know if you guys want to see this. We should do a video one time, one of these Saturdays, where we take Miles to a YMCA and just see how much he hates it. Because I feel like at this point, as a gym owner, you might be a little bit out of the loop with like what's going on in
Oh,
commercial
for sure.
gyms here.
100%.
So maybe it'd be like a good experience for you, but then also just like a funny ass video.
No, that'd be fun. Hell yeah. Yeah, the Y or Planet Fitness.
We should do a series. We should do a completely.
Like, there's a massive difference all the time, and obviously I don't understand that at all. I think a lot of those gyms are probably fine. Like, they're getting more strength training stuff in them. They have more squat racks than
Yeah.
they used to. They have calibrated plates sometimes now.
They're figuring it out, but
Yeah,
as far as like general vibe, it doesn't even come close.
yeah,
It's just like, yeah, it's like you're always looking over your shoulder, like, is my machine open? Is my shit stolen?
I hate to say it, but that's a part of, I don't hate to say it, that's a part of just having a more expensive gym. Is like
Yeah.
you have less members, and the members who come to a more expensive gym take it more seriously.
Yeah,
So there's generally better gym etiquette. People who, if you're at a $10 a month gym, there's just going to be 100 people there all the time,
Right.
and most of them are going to be not that serious and doing silly shit. So you pay for having more space sometimes.
yeah. I think it's worth it.
I think so. I mean, even from a monetary perspective, if you have to wait 30 minutes extra each workout to get your workout done.
Yeah, you get paid what, 30 an hour or
Yeah.
something like that?
If you're getting paid more than 20 bucks an hour or something, that's a lot of money, time, money wasted. Got a subscriber from your video.
Really?
Yeah.
Just now?
Yeah.
Nice. Which video? Do you know?
I don't know what it came from.
I always forget that there's 8 billion people in the world, and you only see the few thousand that are on your Instagram or YouTube feed.
Yeah.
So comparing.
I mean, if you make it to 100 videos, that's probably pretty unique.
Yeah.
I doubt there's that many people who make it to 100.
It's
I
like
mean,
being-
most people don't make it to 1.
Yeah.
So.
It's like getting your YouTube degree.
Yeah,
It's like you have to-
exactly.
instead of 4 years, 4 semesters or whatever,
Yep.
you get
It's a
your
good little challenge.
100 videos, then you graduate.
Yep. There's also just a lot less prestige in like normal jobs for no reason, honestly. Like normal jobs are underrated, in my opinion. Most of the shit that you do like as an entrepreneur is just the boring stuff that your employer would be doing for you otherwise. Like if you're doing taxes, if you're doing payroll, if you're doing insurance, if you're doing like HR, if you're dealing with drama at work, those are none of those things are things you wanted to do ever. You know, it's like nobody got into it thinking I really want to do all those things, and then when you get a job, you just do the same work, but your employer does all the bullshit for you. And they set up your schedule and they give you some sense of accountability. They give you paid time off. They take all the boring shit out of your paycheck without you having to think about it. You have a work-life balance. It's like when you start a business, you just work 10 years to get to where other people start at with their normal job.
I guess I haven't seen that lens. That's good perspective.
It's one way to think about it. And I don't even know if you have more upside potential as an entrepreneur necessarily, because you can still use your higher income with your normal job to invest in other things. Like you can become a successful real estate investor if you're a doctor, you know?
Yeah.
You can become a successful stock investor if you're a doctor or an accountant or whatever.
You could just own a gym and outsource the...
Literally. I know doctors who own gyms. Valor Martial Arts is owned by some doctors.
Really?
It's a nice gym, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
He just prescribes...
Just prescribe CRT to all of your competitors.
Yeah. Nice.
That's one way to do it. I also don't think those YouTube metrics are accurate, like for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Because like we'll get more likes than views, or the same number of likes as views.
Yeah.
Initially, so.
Yeah. They're always a little bit off.
Yeah.
And I can never tell how many of them are my own views.
Right.
Do they count those? I don't know. But
I think you get 1 view per person probably. So probably a view for you and a view for me or something.
I don't know if that's true because if you think about like music videos and stuff,
Yeah.
people probably watch the same one multiple times and they've got some pretty high counts
Right.
on some of those like most popular ever.
Yeah.
I mean like, I could probably go look it up, but that sounds like a lot of effort.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure,
Doesn't matter that much right now anyway.
yeah, we're counting, half a dozen, but
This is just for the future montage.
exactly.
So when we
document all the failures. So you
Yeah.
have the cool ass montage.
Yeah.
Exactly. Do you have any old videos that are like sentimental almost because like showing how far you came?
Like my videos from my garage gym. I worked out in my garage for years. I never had a gym membership before owning a gym. I just worked out in my garage and it was like infested with spiders and like it's the most disgusting ghetto garage ever. The floor is like halfway chipped into gravel.
Nice.
I had a piece of shit squat rack. I still have it from like
You're good.
Dick's Sporting Goods. Oh, you're good. You can walk. Yeah. Oh, she's worried she's gonna hit the camera.
Oh,
Thank you. No, you're good.
piece of shit garage.
Oh,
piece of floor.
squat rack
Oh yeah, piece of.
that like would almost fall over. It seemed like anytime you took the bar off of it.
Oh, that's not good.
The bar was completely bent because it was like a shitty Dick's Sporting Goods bar. But the bend actually kind of felt good. It felt a little bit like a Duffalo bar. So it was like, it like curved to your back a little bit.
Yeah. Just like that one over there. I'll get a clip of it later.
Yeah. So, yeah, and then like summers, it was hot as hell. Winters, it was cold as hell. So,
I got
I'm kind of proud that I got through that.
How long?
I'm
How long? did
much
you do
bigger pussy now.
that? 3 years?
In the garage,
Yeah.
it was probably at least 3 years.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, probably about 3.
I had a very, very large home gym at my parents' house.
Yeah.
I'll have to try to get some clips of it next time I'm there, but it was very large and very nice, very well equipped. But the elements were brutal. Giant tin box in the summer, it would be so hot in there.
Okay, so it was like an outdoor, like a metal building?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like what most people would put like a tractor supply and shit.
Right, yeah.
Ours was like half tin and
that's cool.
concrete, and then half gravel and tractor shit. So,
yeah, it gets hot in those.
Yeah, it was pretty sick though.
Dream for a long time is like just have a metal building with a gym in it. I thought that would be so cool.
I mean, you're pretty much
It's kind of what I'm at right now.
like, man, the grass is greener on the other side.
So are you a certified public accountant?
I am not, no.
What is your accountant thing? You're an accountant of some kind.
As far as certifications go, I just have a bachelor's in, it's a double major in accounting and IT.
Okay.
So my job is just accounting analyst right now.
Have they told you that AI is going to replace you in 3 months?
I've been told that.
Really?
Yeah, not by my employer. That would be a horrible thing to promote to your employees, but by my IT professor. I had a IT professor who was teaching code, and he was like, the one degree, that's gonna be useless in a few years is accounting. It's gonna be all replaced by AI. And I was like,
yeah.
Hey, I'm an accounting major. I wasn't butthurt about it because I kind of was like, yeah, I kind of agree.
Yeah.
But then I was like, screw this guy. So I nailed his final in like 20 minutes, and he was like, are you sure you did it right? Because it was like a coding final.
Yeah.
So you had to like actually code something. I was like, yep, pretty sure I did it right. He's like, well, damn.
That's
of all people, accounting major. And I was like, yep, had to prove something.
Right.
Also for ads, I feel like maybe really spending some time on the planning for future ads.
The what?
Planning.
Oh yeah, no.
I saw the one
agree.
you sent me, on Instagram, the Creatively or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I watched the whole 3-minute long thing.
I did too, dude.
And now I'm getting a ton of ads that are like from the creatives. Yeah. They're like, we'll do your ads for you, and here's how and I'm like, hell yeah, give me more of those. I want to see the strategies. I don't want to pay for the dough.
Exactly. Well, you see all the thought that goes into it and the planning that goes into it. It's like I'm sure it took hours and hours and hours to script it, and then they planned out all the different shots.
And it's like, if we had 100 hours, we could get, 25 ads out. We could put out 25 mediocre ads, or we could put out 5 where we really give it an honest try.
Yeah.
And just see how that performs, instead of just doing the same thing over and over and getting the same results probably.
Yeah. No, I agree. And there's lots of ads that you can kind of just copy too. Like you can just look up the best performing weight loss ad or whatever.
Yeah.
And once you have an eye for kind of what they're doing, like this is the problem, this is the solution, or whatever it is, you can get some good inspiration from that, and then make it
I also saw the email you sent me. What's that one platform? It was almost like Pinterest, but for ads.
Oh, I forget what it was called. Foreplay.
Yeah.
I think is what it was, yeah.
It's an interesting name choice.
I know.
But it was a cool website. I think the first video we were talking about making a social media platform that's filtered specifically to only ads.
Right.
So we could just steal it all.
Yep.
That's what that is.
Turns out it's been done.
It's like, fuck. It's good and bad.
Yeah, it's definitely good to be a student of ads, though. Normally, I never want to watch ads, but now I watch all of the good ads. I'm like, see what you did there.
Yeah.
And if I want to watch it more, that means it's good shit.
Yeah.
Like that one you mentioned, I really wanted to watch the full 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Wanted to hear what he had to say, wanted to see what the next goofy thing was going to be. So.
Yeah, and it's hard because, ultimately, it seems like the only way to really nail one is be the actor also.
Right.
And it's
it's hard.
That's not as romantic, when you sit down and you're like, damn, I have to be the actor for this.
Yeah.
But
I'm happy to be the actor, but I feel like for some of our ads, you need a female actor.
Yeah.
And Steph has done some. I have one from Steph actually that I'm going to send you. I think Steph will be good at it.
Yeah, she seems like she'd be good.
Yeah.
In the one just ad hoc explanations we've had her do, she's done pretty just one take.
Exactly. She does pretty well on her Instagram, actually.
Really? We'll call her One Shot Steph.
One Shot Steph.
Nail it first take.
She'll hate that. It'll be too much pressure. You done with bench?
I got one more set.
Okay. I have cable rows.
Cable rows.
Maybe I'll do a different kind of row. No, I won't. I'm going to do cables again. Can't switch every week. Gotta give
Yeah,
it
you gotta
6 weeks at least.
Give it time to
Yeah.
mature.
Ah, my favorite handle.
Oh yeah.
It's the worst handle in the gym. Tired of seeing rows yet?
That's gonna be in every intro ever.
We got 60 more years of them to do, so.
Nice. Yeah, how you feeling about this bar though?
I love this bar, dude. I'm glad you introduced me to my bar.
Dude, yeah, yeah, your bar.
No, this is my favorite attachment right now. Just that the width is right, angle's right, range of motion is nice,
I know.
the grip is good.
I like it because you can like go back really far.
Yeah. Are you need your Google review? Some message. They say, are you need your Facebook review?
Well, do you?
Somebody, I mean, I do. I guess they're selling reviews.
Oh, nice. That's an interesting business model.
Hey.
Couldn't ChatGPT just replace that though?
I think they probably could. I'm gonna hire a private texter one of these days.
A private texter?
Maybe ChatGPT for me. I think it can. Some kind of texting AI.
It'd be hard to get a quality control.
It would.
It just might go off the rails. Like if people start being mean to it.
What happens when you're mean to AI?
It's generally pretty nice.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know.
I wonder who got to make that decision. Like, did someone program niceness into artificial intelligence?
Well, I'm sure Elon's will probably have no filter.
Elon's won't. I'm stoked.
Yeah, I can't wait. But
Is he producing something like that?
the Twitter X bot,
Oh, okay.
he's got a bot that I think that's why he bought Twitter, or one reason. So he'd have access to all the conversational text data instead of like having to like Microsoft, they just have a ginormous amount of data that they've collected on everyone.
That makes sense.
Twitter, it's like people are conversating on there all the time. It's all text. It's like name a better place to train a generative AI model.
Wow. Name a worse place to train a generative AI model.
Yeah. It's gonna be the worst, meanest bot ever.
Right.
But Reddit, I could see being another huge one.
Yeah.
If someone gets their hands on that.
I'm sure they will.
Reddit though is a little bit more like, you could probably just do that. You don't need to own it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Apple hasn't made anything with like Siri, like made any enhancements with Siri.
I'm sure that would be a privacy thing. But
like everyone's rolling it out like so fast, it seems like.
Yeah.
Surely Apple's working on something.
I'm sure they are.
But
Yeah. I'm sure Apple has plenty of freaking data on their users.
I'm gonna go do my last set of bench. Yeah, today guys, we are not, unfortunately, Miles and I are on a different split. It's always a sad day
Yeah.
when that happens. That's why gym bros, I think, as much fun as you can have with a gym bro, I just don't know if it's like a great long-term solution.
You gotta like just ignore your programming, probably.
Yeah. Which one comes first, the gym bro or the program?
Wow, that's like an important philosophical question. I think you gotta make room for both. Probably, fuck. For me, I would say program first, but
Honestly, if your gym bro doesn't understand, then is he even the right gym bro?
yeah, that's tough. But you can do both. Just go back and forth, or
Yeah.
make sure you're both doing curls every day at least. And that way you'll always have overlap.
Always do one exercise you can do together.
Right. I missed one rep at 110 kgs on cleans too. Just should not have missed it at all.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about the camera.
Oh yeah.
I missed it forward. But I feel like that's good practice sometimes. Like if you feel like people are watching you, or if you feel like you're just not quite there mentally, it's a good way to redial.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird how you lose focus and you lose strength. It's like,
Yeah.
you'd think it's just muscle, but no. Dial in, lock in. How's no caffeine going?
Good.
Really?
I tried having like a small cup of coffee the other day, and I was like, nah, I'm done.
Really?
It wasn't good. I didn't feel good after it all.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then I didn't sleep as well that night either. So maybe it's just because my tolerance is lower now, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go back for a long time.
Nice.
Yeah. If you struggle to sleep anyway, I think cutting out caffeine is a good idea. Also, if you're just anxious more often, or if you're very stressed, if you're like a stressed out time of your life, I think the little bit of extra jitters from caffeine probably is likely to exacerbate that a little bit. So I think I do better without it.
Yeah. I always found myself like during college, before tests,
Yeah.
I would like Like, oh, I need to get locked in, and I drink some caffeine, and
Yeah.
I freak the fuck out on the test
Exactly.
and just suck ass. I always think it's funny how much more epic, like, playing with focal lengths and angles and like movement, how much more epic it can make a shot.
Oh, for sure. You can have a boring ass shot that just like doesn't move at all, and
Yeah, and it's like not zoomed in. It's just like capturing like the whole picture. It's like
Yeah.
a Facebook. It's like a like a Facebook mom post. It's like everyone's in the picture and like there's no framing going on.
Right.
It's just like make sure the subject's fully captured, and then
yeah.
versus like a cinematic, like zoomed in.
Yeah, I learned that a little bit in like my college drawing classes. I used to always draw like just put the subject in the middle of the paper. And
Yeah.
it's so boring, you know? And then in college drawing, they showed us like, just crop off all the edges. Don't worry about the fact that you're not getting everything in there, you know? It can be a lot more interesting looking if you sacrifice a little bit and have a more interesting composition, I guess.
Yeah. Composition. That's what it's called.
Composition.
I also don't like to get too artsy-fartsy with
You can, yeah, depends on the vibe you're going for.
Yeah, and I think for like media in general, it's kind of like if you get real artsy-fartsy, you lose the mass appeal.
Yes.
So you never watch a Mr. Beast video and then you're like,
It's not like a piece of art.
right, you're not like,
It is,
wow.
but in a different way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
different kind of art. But you see, like, I watch a lot of the like cinematic guys on
Yeah.
YouTube. None of them have huge followings or super viral videos, but all
Yep.
the other cinematic guys are like, that was a masterpiece. But like,
Nobody
only a
cares.
select few people care.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like the storytelling is the thing that gets like the mass appeal.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody likes a good story or something that like keeps you watching it,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I also think it's tempting to like try to substitute content for like cinematography.
Mm-hmm.
Cinematography is not like a substitute for a story or interesting
yeah.
information or anything.
It's an enhancement.
It's exactly.
But-
it's like makeup that makes it look a little bit nicer to consume, but it's not the meal.
Yeah,
It's the garnish.
exactly.
Latest entrepreneurial inspiration or venture that you're thinking about?
Inspiration?
I know you were going back and forth a lot between like doing cinematography, doing filming, doing content, doing some other shit.
I'll get on my soapbox. Yeah, I think right now, kind of where I'm at is like, I want to focus more on the, not cinematics, but just raw like media generation. I think there's so many tools out there right now that like, and opportunities really with like all the platforms kind of upping the amount of pay for short form content, because that's
Yeah.
the main consumption these days.
Yeah.
I know on TikTok you can get like close to $1,000 per million views. So unfortunately it might get banned soon, but like I think right now I want to just basically like the creatively guys or whatever, just
Yeah.
kind of find a formula and like master the short form or even long form content. But I don't think I want to be like a videographer for like weddings or real estate or anything,
Yeah.
that type of thing. I don't think that's my passion. I
Yeah.
think more chasing the numbers is what
Yeah.
I get the dopamine hits from. So I started a few burner accounts on like TikTok and Instagram, and just found some like,
Well, I feel like if you have a skill, like if you have the skill to make people watch something, which is probably going to be transferable no matter what the platform is.
yeah,
Like, it's not like I would hate watching something on TikTok, but love watching it on Instagram, you know,
Right.
for the most part. Like, if you're good at making shit that people want to watch, they'll watch it on different platforms, I think. I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, I just feel like it's good to have a transferable skill.
Yeah.
If you figure it out in one spot, it'll probably work into the future.
that'll be my thing. So that way in 5 years when we're still doing this podcast, I'll be like, oh, this is why I should watch these guys.
Right.
Because he's the entrepreneur and he's an entrepreneur, and
Yeah.
we can grab some of their wisdom crumbs. Right now I'm just an accountant who posts videos. But yeah, no, I
Good
think
place
those,
to start.
yeah, the platforms are finally paying, so it's like, I think I'm gonna double down on the short form stuff and try to get some proof of concept. What about you? What's your,
Plan right now?
yeah, what is your plan right now?
I'm kind of between two ideas. One is getting this gym to a certain financial goal and then opening like a West Side location probably. If I figure it out, I think maybe I'll like it more. I don't know. I'm hoping that happens. Right now, I kind of hate it. Then the other plan would be like doing a licensing model where it's like I have, for example, the ladies lift licensing thing where it's like if I figure out how to run a really successful program in a gym, then it's like something where I could go to other gyms in like the Midwest and be like, okay, I've got the landing pages, I've got the ads, I've got all the creative, I know all of these things convert. I've got the coaches, I have the actual training program, I have the meal plans, I have the videos shot for the tutorials, I have the email marketing, everything is like dialed in.
Yeah.
And then I can just run it out of their gym and give them a cut. And then I can use that system to sort of figure out like where in the Midwest or where around the country it's going to perform well. So I can sort of like test with no overhead or very little overhead. I don't have to like open a gym somewhere. You know?
It's like drop shipping a service.
Kinda, yeah. And then if I figure out like, okay, this killed it in Denver, maybe I just open a gym in Denver and move my program into my gym, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And I'll have clients already. I can just move them into in that way. That's like my I don't know, there could be snags on that, but an idea.
Pretty solid plan.
But I think you only expand when you're limited by your geographical location.
Yeah.
I think there's the temptation to expand because of ego, because it sounds cool to have 3 locations.
Yeah.
But just because you can afford 3 locations doesn't mean it's smart to have 3 locations.
Yeah.
It's probably not your bottleneck. Until like space is your bottleneck, I don't think you should move. Space is hardly ever the bottleneck.
Right. And then also like on some of the ads you said we've gotten 400,000 views or whatever.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. It's like that's all of Wichita. You know, there's always the question too of like, where is the ceiling in Wichita, you know?
Yeah. I think there's a lot of ways to get creative with that though. Like, I always think about the fact that like Genesis just opened this massive sports complex in Goddard that has some, I don't know how many baseball diamonds, but like 17 baseball diamonds or something ridiculous.
Jesus.
And it's connected to a hotel, and I'm sure it's like cost tens of millions of dollars, maybe $100 million, I don't know, for this huge complex. And they're supporting that whole place just with Goddard, for the most part.
Interesting.
So
Well,
it's like the cap is way higher than you think.
I wonder if the hotel piece is for traveling teams.
Yeah, probably so.
I think that's where you can make real money is when organizations sponsor the customer, like business to business.
Yeah.
Kind of like your licensing thing. Like that's kind of a no-brainer. If you're basically selling money to a business, it's like sure, infinite scalability.
Right. Yeah.
So it's a little tough, but
it is tough. But there's a lot of businesses out there making a shit ton of money doing it.
That's true.
I think if you can figure out your systems, you have a pretty good advantage. I also think like most gym owners I know, it's so easy to open a gym. People don't understand. Like you literally just order equipment and put it in a room, and then you have a gym. It's actually just like, it's just consumerism for the most part. It's like I want to have a gym. I think it'd be cool to have a gym, so I spend go into debt to say that I have a gym, but I don't actually have any business skills. I don't know how to get customers, or I don't know how to market. Might be an okay trainer, so I'm going to do personal training at the same time. You just spent like $100,000 to be a personal trainer and risk financial ruin.
That is scary.
So I think that there's a lot of people who do that. I kind of did that, and if you can just give people, if you can solve the marketing problem for those people, that's probably a big deal. I mean, that's what Gym Launch is. I think that's why Gym Launch was so successful. Gym owners probably generally aren't very good at business.
Found a gap.
Yeah.
That's always the first step, isn't it?
Yep.
I need to find a straight bar is what I need to find.
It's got to be around here somewhere.
I'll keep hunting. Guys, Miles has to go.
I'm just going to eat lunch with a old member.
Nice.
So I'll be back probably in 45 minutes. Are you going to be here still?
No, I'm having a picnic.
Having a picnic?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Dude, picnics are underrated.
Yeah.
I've always said this picnics are so underrated.
Well, they're easy.
Are you going to have a checkered blanket?
Maybe. I can't remember if it's checkered or not. It is a blanket. It's an outdoor blanket.
Okay, cool.
We'll probably have sandwiches.
Fuck yeah. Sounds great.
Any gym bro advice for the people?
Gym bro advice for today. Dude, I was thinking about this throughout the week.
It's haunting.
It is haunting. Of course, it's all gone now.
Let's break it down. Let's think of topics.
There's nutrition.
Nutrition.
There's lifting. Nutrition people suck at a lot, I feel like. Okay, the rules for weight loss are exactly the opposite of the rules for weight gain. I feel like this is obvious for a lot of people, but they don't get it in the beginning. So like if you want to lose weight, it's a good idea to take out lots of calories or lots of drinks with calories in them. If you want to gain weight, it's a good idea to put in lots of drinks with calories in them.
So liquid calories.
Liquid calories are a really easy way to gain weight. That's
just
a good.
manipulate the.
Seriously, like it's easy to feel like you're not eating that much more and just drink 3 Gatorades a day, and you're gonna increase your calories by a lot.
Yeah, by like 400.
Yeah.
That's like a hour-long workout.
Yeah. So I think liquid calories are definitely the easiest way I know of to gain weight, and that's provided you're getting your protein grams in already. So if you're already hitting your protein grams, you can kind of just go liquid calories. Easy weight gain tip.
There you go. What about weight loss? You just
Weight loss
switch to diet?
If you're already drinking liquid calories, like you have a lot of creamer in your coffee, if you cook with a lot of oil or butter, those are easy things that you can take out to get your calories down.
Some 0-calorie Gatorade.
Seriously, 0-calorie Gatorade, diet drinks. You should never have any drinks with calories, in my opinion, if you're trying to lose weight.
Yeah.
That's just a real easy one.
The free water.
Say what?
The free water.
We do have free water now.
That's a hack.
Yeah.
It was funny. The thumbnail I put on the last video was just that machine blurred out. I said new machine.
New machine.
So maybe the thumbnail could use some work. That's why our views are low.
Yeah. People weren't super excited about the water.
They were
filter.
like, oh, it's just the water machine. It's clearly the water machine.
Yeah.
All right.
I would also say eat your vegetables. Lots of high volume foods with lots of fiber in them, lots of water in them. They fill you up quickly. They have no calories in them. That's obvious, but yeah.
For weight loss?
For weight loss, yeah, just to keep you full longer.
Nice.
I don't eat salads when I'm trying to gain weight. I eat lots of salads if I'm trying to cut.
Solid.
Yep. What about you? Any bro advice?
Bro advice. Damn, I didn't think I'd be on the spot. Let's see. Break it down by a category, I guess. Training, nutrition, cardio, recovery.
How do you convince your girlfriend to come to the gym with you?
Well, first of all, if there's no convincing her to enjoy your hobbies and vice versa, you guys probably shouldn't be together. You probably shouldn't compromise that. There's like 8 billion people on the planet. So like, just go find like the one that, fits. And if you don't find that, then probably saving yourself a lot of time and money.
Interesting. Okay.
But
so if your girl didn't like if it turns out, that your girl doesn't like lifting, you're going to ditch her.
no, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
If she doesn't support, your non-negotiables.
Okay.
Okay. General relationship advice here. Define your non-negotiables before you get in a relationship.
Wow.
If you don't have non-negotiables, you're gonna appease your girlfriend because you're probably gonna be like, oh, I don't want to make her mad, and then 5 years later you're gonna be like, I really shouldn't have gave this up, and then you're gonna be sad and break up and have wasted 5 years.
I love that. That's great. That's
So,
great advice.
Define your non-negotiables.
Yep.
Be upfront. Communicate. I've kind of been a sucker for not communicating very well because I don't think my emotions are that important.
They're not.
But it'll bite you. So just, be honest.
Yeah.
You owe it to yourself and to your person, so.
Cool. I love that.
Sweet. I got
All
a
right.
little tappy at the end.
That was good shit.
Cool.
All right.